Scottie Scheffler is with us here at the 105th PGA Championship. We'll jump right into questions. Mic 4, please.
Do you look at, somewhere you could have picked up 2 shots and regret those, or do you is the second place finish a bonus?
I said I'd probably think about the 2 shots. I mean, I can tell you right now, I had 2 of the worst lip outs that I've ever seen on number 1 and number 9 today. The balls were trickling, and I thought I was ready to take a step like they were going in. One horseshoed at trickle pace, and the other one lipped out and stayed about an inch from the edge. Outside of that, I mean, I played solid golf most of the week. In order to win these tournaments, the putts got to fall in, and I had a lot of good putts this week, and they didn't fall, but I put up a good fight. I played great today, and I gave the guys on top of the leaderboard something to think about, and I kind of made a little bit of a move. But Brooks just played some fantastic golf this week, and he's played too good this weekend for me to be able to catch up to him.
What hole were the lip outs on, and when did you feel maybe most in contention?
I mean, I always felt like I was in it most of the day. The lip outs were on 1 and 9. I felt like I was in contention most of the day, and then I started making some birdies there on the back 9 and felt like I could make a move. And then, maybe looking back, I could have gotten one more there at 15 or 16, but I hit some good iron shots in there, and I got a weird wind gust there on 16, and didn't hit the best shot there into 15, and maybe I could have gotten that one a little bit closer. But I'm not going to sit around and think about what could have been this weekend. I put up a good fight, and I'm proud of how I played, and congrats to Brooks. I mean, he beat us this week.
Alex?
Yeah, how did you shake off yesterday, especially the front 9 yesterday when you got home?
Oh, I mean, I wasn't really thinking about the front 9 by the time I got home. I wasn't really thinking about the front 9 by the time I got to the back 9. I was just trying to stay in the moment, stay in the tournament, and I did a good job of hanging in there and give myself a chance. And Saturday is probably what cost me the tournament, but major championship golf courses, it's really hard to play 4 rounds under par, and if you do, you're usually holding the trophy at the end. And if I would have done that, then that's where I'd be this afternoon instead of going home with second.
I guess everybody handles what happened on the golf course differently after the round. I'm just wondering, you coming in, obviously you were far enough behind Brooks that you had a chance. You were certainly in that group, but you'd have to put a good score together, which you did today, and obviously he did as well. But I always just think about what's it like the night before, how you deal with it, get up in the morning, how you're dealing with it because you have late tee times. Just wondering how you dealt with all it, knowing that you probably wanted to get out there as soon as you could.
I mean, just stay in my routine. I mean, I think at this point we're kind of used to the ebbs and flows of a 4-day event, and just part of it. Last night we got done pretty late, and so I grabbed some food here. The people upstairs were nice enough to stay and found me a burger there till about 8:30 last night, and then went home, did ice bath, got all my recovery stuff done, watched some TV, and then went to sleep. Then woke up this morning and Mary made breakfast, packed, watched a little bit of the coverage, and then came out here ready to go.
Thank you.
Let's go to 1 and then back to 4.
So not that it changes anything. I mean, Victor Hovland just tied you for second, but I mean, still, just to let you know. But what is significant is, according to the world rank gurus, you become number 1 again this week. Is that something important to you? It doesn't make any difference.
Do I become number 1 again?
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. It's just an algorithm. I don't. I mean, it's nice, but I really don't care.
So
it's
care. Yeah.
Huh?
Why don't you care? Yeah.
I mean, I don't play for a world ranking. I play to come out here and compete. And right now, I'm a little sad that I wasn't able to get the tournament done. But I'm proud of how I fought. I'm proud of how I played the back 9 today to give myself a chance. It's just I got beat by somebody that played better this week, and tip of the cap to Brooks, and it's just how it goes.
Let's finish up back on 4.
What was the strongest part of your game this week, and maybe you're most enthusiastic about going to Colonial?
I struggled with my putting for a few tournaments in a row there. Masters, I should have had a chance to win that tournament. I just putted horrendously. Hilton Head didn't putt great. And then I started to gain some momentum on the greens last week, and then this week I hit tons and tons of good putts. I felt like my putting inside of 10 feet this week was significantly better than it has been in the past. I feel like I'm starting to feel some results from the stuff that I've been working on for a while, which is always nice. Yeah, definitely. I mean, a lot of solid putts, especially pressure putts this afternoon. I hit a lot of good putts. And, my ball striking was there again this week, which is good. And this week was unusual. I felt like I made more putts inside of 10 feet than I have in the past, and I didn't make the 10 to 20 footers that I usually do. Just sometimes the putts go in, sometimes they don't. I hit a lot of good putts, and I can start feeling the ball coming off the blade again the way I want to, which is nice. And so definitely some confidence going into next week.
Okay, real last question,
Yeah,
Alex.
sorry. So obviously with Brooks winning now, our understanding is he moves into like the top 6 Ryder Cup, potentially Ryder Cup points to get on the team. Irrespective of what tour he plays for, would you welcome a non-PGA Tour player on the Ryder Cup team?
I mean, I want to win the Ryder Cup. I don't care about tours or anything like that. I want to win the Ryder Cup. Something we talked about, last year when we finished, or I guess it was like a year and a half ago now. But we want to beat those guys in Europe. It's been a long time since we beat them, and whoever the best 12 guys that make a complete team. It's different than an individual tournament. We want a team of guys that are going over there together to bring the cup back home, and that's really all I care about.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for your time all week, Scotty.
All right. Thanks, y'all.